What's up, guys and gals? It's your host with the most, Griever, as always. Short-haired, mustachioed for the last day of Movember, so get an eye full, and L'Oreal because I'm worth it. Let's get on to Miscellaneous, Chapter 17. And I'm just seeing what's going on Chapter 17 of Miscellaneous. What does band have for us today? Some pretty good stuff. Let's be realistic here. I'm actually sort of liking more of the lore-based stuff. The art, I feel like you can see the slight improvements in the art from previous chapters. Each panel feels like he either took more time or got better at drawing or something like that. Either he took more time or something. But either way, I definitely enjoy that. I love the fact that we have like the gerbil from that gerbil creature from Kim Possible mixed with like a bug. That was kind of weird, you know, in this basically the gourmet world, or not the gourmet world from Toriko sort of area. I really just like, honestly, as I said, the art was really good in this chapter, as far as I'm concerned, and I like Clover's little niche, her little niche where she's like, oh, a monster, I haven't seen that one before. Pen paper, all right, got to sketch this one. All right, you can defeat all these. But I'm busy painting. I gotta see this one in the wild, you know what I mean? Like, sort of reminded me almost like a Pokemon Snap sort of idea. Like, ooh, wait a minute. I know you really want to catch that super rare Pokemon, but... Okay, now you can go ahead. Do whatever you want. So, I definitely like that aspect here. It's just following... This chapter, I feel, is not only following Clover and Fuse just to give us a little bit of lore, but because I feel like we're going to jump away from them soon. I feel like this is just, once again, Band trying to do, and succeeding, doing sort of lore-based telling us, but rather than just do 100x100, like 28 pages of just nothing but words, trying to get us involved with it and sort of doing a little bit of that exposition dump while following some other characters, right? That would know about these things, right? So I definitely enjoyed that aspect. There's 3 barriers around the human world. They sort of operate, once again, they're a separate sort of area, sort of a Men in Black thing going on here. You get a visa to come to Earth. Aliens can come to Earth and blah, blah, blah. They have visas, blah, 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 that kind of deal, right? But there's other ways for them to get in and yada, yada, yada. And we don't really find out the other methods, how they illegally enter the country or the human territory, human world. We don't actually find out how these illegal methods work or what they are necessarily, but is what it is. We get a little showcase of some classic Before Conquerors hockey, the anime stare by the powerful character, the spiritual pressure, the Conquerors hockey, you know, from Fuse here against Kim Possible gerbil mixed with vagina mouth mixed with bug thingy, giant bug thingy. So, anyways, and Fuse's now animal or spirit animal or aura persona aura persona sounds like the best terminology, I feel, is a snake or a cobra or something like that. And you know what? That sort of works. It sort of works out, honestly. And we don't get to see... I basically summed up the rest of the chapter. They're surrounded. They went outside of this territory. They're here to get to the temple. They're here to do their mission. Now, apparently, according to Fuse, even this many would be quite difficult, so Clover should help him out. This is where Clover reveals that then use your ability. You always make things far more hard on yourself. Like, you make situations difficult by not utilizing your ability, by holding back, sort of idea, right? And it's a bad trait of yours. And Fuse does power up. I forget what the aura means, so forgive me for that one. I'd have to go check. But he does power up. We get some aura. And he says that it feels like I can use my ability, but it always feels like I'm cheating when I do. So, all right. So, will we actually see this? We might. I feel like we're going to follow. We're not really going to see many of the top 10 of the 10 gods. We're not going to see them very much or follow much of them. They're going to be side characters. They're going to be in the background. They're going to be villains. But also, I feel like if we follow anybody, it will be following Clover and Fuse. I feel like we're going to follow them for some reason. I also feel like now at this point, because I said that, I also feel like Clover and Fuse are going to be in the lower echelon of the top 10. Just because I feel like Clover is newer. Maybe they're one of the newest additions. And though she's qualified to be in that tier, she's on the lower rank. Sort of like any group. You know, the Akatsuki, the Gotei 13, any of that kind of stuff from other mangas and stuff. The Yonko, Warlords, whatever. There's always... These guys are definitely the strongest in that group, and here's definitely the weakest, you know. They're still in that group, and they earned that title, and I'm not saying that Clover hasn't earned that title, but I feel like 10 Wizard Saints, that kind of stuff, I feel like she's just... I don't think she's in the top 5. And that way, we can follow Clover and Fuse when we need sort of that bit of that powerhouse without showing off too much stuff. We can sort of follow them as a bit of the side characters who are going to explain the deeper stuff, the lore building, the world building and stuff, the more high tier stuff to us while encountering it sort of idea, and it's not going to feel rushed or overpowered. And this gives Ban the opportunity to showcase off a lot more of the world, a lot more cooler things that Misk and our main characters are not quite ready for. If that's his intention, fantastic. If it's not, forget I said anything. But either way, I just have to say, personally, I noticed, other than a couple of shots of the monsters, which I feel like Ban's just like, yeah, sure, it's a blob monster, it's this. I feel like the art improved steadily in this chapter. It's not necessarily any one panel is better than previous panels. It's just that the consistency of each panel just looks clean and looks better. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe Ban will be like, actually, I don't improve for another 3 chapters. But if you think so, great. So I'm not sure, but what do you guys think? I thought the chapter was pretty good. I always like my lore and world building chapters. They're always interesting to me. So I'd give it a solid, 7 out of 10, something like that. It's average. It was a decent chapter and stuff. I'm more excited to see and follow my main characters, my main group right now, because I'm sort of invested in them. I want to see... I want to see this bodyguard thing going down. I want to see how Neo fights. I want to see some Neo fighting. Very interested in the whole non-ability but can fight sort of idea. I sort of want to see him in action and stuff. But I definitely, this chapter was no slouch, and I do enjoy these 2 characters, so it was fine. But what do you guys think? Let me know what you thought of the chapter down in the comment section down below. Definitely go check out all the links and stuff. Will be in the description box. And for Miss Content's Discord, Miscellaneous, the comic by Ban that I'm reviewing, yada, 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 plug, yada. So, that being said, everybody, like, comment, subscribe, shave, get a haircut. I did one and two. And drink responsibly, as always, as I always do. And we will see you guys back here next time for Miscellaneous, Chapter 18. Coming out December 14th. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. I know you are. See you back here next time.